Come on in. Hi, Toby?
That's me, Walter White.
Yes. Have a chair. So you're applying for a driving job?
I am. Thanks so much for having me in today. I'm really hoping to get this job today. One of my friends who actually works here referred me to this job. So I booked the day off from work today to come in and do this, so I'm really hoping to nail this thing.
Well, thank you for coming in. Let me tell you a little bit about our operation. We're a small family outfit. We run 48 states and all of Canada. We're a reefer outfit. We run Great Danes with Pete's and Kenworths. We primarily haul produce out of the coast. So generally our guys are gone 10 days, home for 4, and then gone again for another 10. We don't do any East Coast, and we don't slip seat our trucks.
All right, perfect. Well, it sounds exactly like the type of work that I would be looking for.
Great. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I graduated high school. I also graduated from Tri-County Driving School. There I had a really good one-on-one trainer that spent a lot of time with me. He was amazing. He taught me all of the skills that I feel would make me well-trained for this position that I'm applying for today. So I feel like I'm really well qualified, or at least I'm hoping so.
Oh, I know Tri-County well. They have an excellent reputation. Tell me a bit about your recent work history.
Well, currently I'm working part-time at the McDonald's just down the street, actually. I'm trying to make ends meet there. Other than that, I mean, recently nothing else other than retail.
So no previous commercial driving experience?
Unfortunately not. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes, our insurance company stipulates to us that our drivers must have at least 1 year's verifiable commercial driving experience. So I'm sorry, we can't take you on at this time, but we'd be happy to have you come back after you get that year's experience.
I see. I wish my friend had told me that before I came in today. I wouldn't have wasted your time with all this, but hey, anyways, thank you for having me in and setting aside the time to interview
It
me.
was nice meeting you, Toby.
Appreciate it. So here I am again, a truck driving school graduate, 5K in the hole 3 months later, and this is the 10th job that has turned me down based on my lack of experience. So what's a guy like me supposed to do?
That's a great question. Let me give you the answer to that. One of the most common problems that new graduates of private CDL schools these days have is finding a trucking job when they don't have any experience. Most trucking companies require their new drivers to have at least 1 or 2 years experience behind the wheel, which is a great segue for our sponsor, GP Transco. Some driving schools have a job placement program, many do not, or they may have a placement program putting you with a carrier that you really don't want to work for. It can be really disheartening to spend all that time and money and then not be able to get the driving job that you want. Now, there's one advantage of company-sponsored driver training schools. If you can stand it and live through the training, usually they have a job waiting for you when you graduate. Here are some ideas to help you get that driving experience that the carriers are looking for. Apply for driving jobs that don't require any previous experience. Often your first driving job can come with accumulating seat time that doesn't necessarily have to be behind the wheel of a tractor trailer. Everything from a delivery van to a dump truck can count. I have a list of options to get driving experience. You can find this list in the description below. Apply to delivery truck companies, apply to construction companies with dump trucks, apply to rail and hydro companies with trucks, and apply to bus companies. To farming operations with trucks, to oil rig operations. There are snowplow trucks and gravel trucks for the townships and the counties. There are straight truck jobs. There are jobs driving delivery trucks for the local lumber mill. There are moving companies. There are large trucking operations that always need yard shunt drivers. There are independent owner operators that you may be able to get a job with. There are hotshot companies, and there are local mail parcel delivery companies like UPS and FedEx. And if you really buckle down, there are lots of jobs out there. Now, on the bright side, you may find that one of these jobs suits you very well. Generally, they pay well, and you may find out that that's a place that you want to stay. Look to companies that require 1 year driving experience. There are some good, solid trucking companies out there that require 1 year safe driving experience, such as our sponsor, GP Transco. GP Transco is a mid-sized carrier out of Joliet, Illinois. They hire out of all 48 states. They've got a great pay package, a great benefit package, a 401k with a 5% match. Check them out at gptransco.com. As of recent, we understand that Yellow is hiring drivers with 0 experience. There are other carriers doing this as well, such as Millis, Rail, and Prime. Get a job with a mega carrier. As much as I hate to suggest this, you can always go to a mega carrier as a driver and work for them for a year to get in your 1 year seat time. But the advantage of that is you're not under contract and you can quit at any time. Look for companies with an apprenticeship program. There are some trucking companies out there with apprenticeship programs that will take licensed drivers and then train them to operate specifically the way the company wants them to. TMC and Maverick are 2 good examples of this. In conclusion, yes, it can be downright frustrating as a newly trained driver to spend a lot of time at a good driving school, then not be able to get a job without experience. It can be tough. Be prepared to knock on a whole lot of doors until you get what you want. Keep at it until you find a company that's willing to take you on. Be willing to take what you're offered and apply to every company that you can. Don't be discouraged. A lack of experience can be a barrier to getting that truck driving job, but it is a wall that can be torn down. Stay safe, keep the rubber side down, don't get discouraged, and I'll see you on the backhaul.